Hi and welcome to another Aquarobotman NEMO video. In this video we're going to look at the app that is used on the iPad to control and set up the Aquarobotman NEMO. So first what we need to do is to go into settings on your iPad and select the Aquarobotman Wi-Fi connection. Do not select the NEMO connection, because that is for the actual submarine. The Aquarobotman connection is the one that connects to the Wi-Fi tether unit to control the submarine. Okay, so once you've done that, I can see mine's connected. I can just reduce that down and now select the Aquarobotman app on the iPad. It will now connect to the submarine and give you a confirmation that it has done so. Once you've established connection with the submarine, you'll get the screen that shows you the view from the camera. And one thing to make a note of too is the first thing you turn on is the actual Wi-Fi tether transmitter, and then you put the battery into the submarine. If you do it in that order, everything should start correctly, and then you can then connect to the Aquarobotman Wi-Fi connection on your iPad and then open the app as I just did, and you'll get this screen here. Now on the screen we'll just give you a quick overview and orientation. Here's a picture on the video now that shows you what Aquarobotman themselves have provided in terms of a help screen that shows you all the different icons and their functions. So once we've gone into the actual screen, you will see many things indicating on the screen to help you with orientation and the performance of NEMO. On the top left we've got a compass that if you move your iPad you'll see the compass rotate, and in the center is a picture of NEMO which is indicating the current heading in the compass that NEMO's currently taking. If we tap NEMO in the center of the compass, it turns the motors on, and we can turn them off again by tapping again. If we settle NEMO on the bottom and turn the motors off, power it down, basically it'll just sit there silently resting on the bottom watching the world go by from the camera. Along the top we've got icons for the game controller, gamepad controller. We can use that to control the submarine instead of the iPad screen itself. We've got a battery level for the submarine which is currently 100%. Got Wi-Fi battery level on the tether which is currently 83%. The pitch of the actual submarine, at the moment it's indicating 2 degrees. Then we've got 38 degrees internal temperature on the submarine, and we've got the depth of the submarine which is currently 0.7 meters. Okay, so if we hold our finger on the screen on the say left hand side and drag it to the right, you'll see a percentage there, and that's turning on the light. Now we can adjust how bright we want the light by dragging further to right. And then we can also turn the light down by dragging it to the left and turning it right off at 0% like that. Also, we've got a little controller on the bottom left there with arrows up, down, left, right. If we put our finger in the middle and then move towards the up arrow, we're going forwards, and we can move to the left, right, basically turning the submarine underwater, and backwards as well. So forwards, backwards, left and right. And let it go and it will just stop mid-water and hold its position. Now D1 is not explained very well until the new manual came out, which is now online, version 1.4. D1, which I did not understand until I saw the manual when it came out, in the first version of the app and everything, who knew? But you can you can drag D1 up and down and it will become D2, D3. D1 is the lowest power setting, D3 is the highest, which means the drone will be quite quick underwater. And then in the center it's a medium speed, which is good for just general operations. So if you just want to go D1, it's very good for just gentle, slow orientation of NEMO while it's looking at something. On the bottom right we have a slider here which is for moving the NEMO up and down in the water column. So we can go up to the surface and we can lower downwards. Also on the right hand side on the edge we have a button which is a camera for taking a photo. We have a button for starting video, so then it has a counter that shows that we're recording video. Hit it again to stop video, and then we can also hit the lower button which will record for 20 seconds and automatically stop video recording at that point in time, or we can stop it manually like I did then. Also on the bottom of the screen is an arrow. There's a few functions in here. And by tapping that arrow, we'll open up some new menu options. The first one is settings. So we can calibrate the drone, as I will do here. So we'll hit the calibrate button. We put the submarine on a level surface, hit calibrate, and it will set its level. Okay, calibration completion. It'll confirm that we've done that. The next thing we can do is go to the camera icon on the left hand side here, and we can set our video resolution, our photo resolution, still photos. We can set how nice we want the quality. Let's say we want very nice for video and photos. Burst mode, we can set how many photos we want to take per second if we want a quick rapid succession of photos. We can include a watermark. Don't ask me how, but if I hit open, I don't know what the watermark is going to be. This is not explained in the manual. That is why I do not know. I have had a look. At this time, I'm not sure what that does. Delay shooting, it just means it won't take a photo for 1 second after you hit the shutter, or 2 seconds as the case may be, whichever selection you make there. And the other button here, the last one again, is not explained in the manual, but lets us use close or open. Now I don't know what underwater means, so I don't know what close and open means until we say we go and test it underwater. The next icon on the left going down the screen shows us some information about the drone, about the submarine, and you'll see that currently we're using app version 1.9, what the firmware is in NEMO. The video firmware is a different firmware obviously there, 1.26, and we've got internal storage capacity currently of 41 gigs of 62 gigabytes available to us, internal storage. Okay, we'll go into that a little bit in a minute. How do we get our video and photos out of NEMO? That's quite clearly explained in the manual, but I'll show you quickly here as well. And the bottom thing here is the humidity inside NEMO. Now in the manual it says that that's actually to indicate to us whether or not there's an issue inside NEMO with water leakage. So if that was a high number, we would know we've got water ingress into NEMO. 41's okay. Hopefully it's brand new. Anyway, the last icon on the bottom left here allows us to connect our friends' phones or iPads or devices so that they can also watch vision coming back from the Wi-Fi tether on their device simultaneously with what we're doing. So you can have multiple devices being streamed to simultaneously. Now we can turn all this off by hitting the power button at the top right, and we're back to the normal screen. As I said, there's another function. So we've gone out of that screen. Now we have to hit the arrow again, and we can go into stereo mode in VR, or we can tap the screen and go back to 2D mode. As well as that, we have another button here, which is like, I don't know, it looks like a series of mountains, but here is a couple of pictures that are stored currently inside NEMO. Now, they're sorted by date order as to when they were stored in NEMO. I don't know where the date is coming from at the moment, but that is wildly incorrect as far as I can tell, because the top photos were done on today, which is, the date today is actually the 17th of December. It's saying the 1st of August. Must have been a reset there somewhere, don't know. Okay, and now we can then play. I haven't got any video up there, but down here you can see little counters in the bottom right corner of the videos. If I tap one of those, it will actually play it live back from NEMO itself. And I can pause that using the controls at the bottom and exit the screen with the icon at the top right, left. Now if we want to actually store them onto our iPad, we can multi-select by clicking on the icon at the top right, okay, and then we can just scroll down and say we want to go tick and tick, and then once we've done that, the icon on the bottom left, the arrow pointing down, will now allow us to download them onto our device. So we've done 0 of 2, and then we've done 1, and so forth. And once that's completed, it will show, there you go, we've done 2. And the other thing we can do now that we've done that, say a lot of these, make sure you untick those before you do the next step. At the top you've got some of these photos I took earlier, so I can go select, 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 rubbish, 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 and delete. At the bottom right there's a rubbish bin. Success. So they've come out of the drone. I've freed up a little bit of memory inside NEMO. I keep calling it a drone, I guess that's what it is. So we go top left, there's a back arrow, back to our main screen. And there's one more little thing here, and that is the question mark, which is the help screen. And that gives us a bit of a cheat sheet as to what all the functions are on the actual control screen that we've just been looking at. I hope that helps. There's a lot more to come, obviously, and I trust you'll enjoy experimenting. There's a lot of experimenting to do, a lot of things to find out as we go, and there'll probably be some app updates, I guess, along the way. So if anyone's got any more tips and clues as to what things are, just put some comments below this video. If you want to see some more, there'll be upcoming videos. We've got some projects coming, but weather and everything and water clarity is a big issue. So they'll be coming in the near future, and we will persevere and bring some new things to you. The thing I find is I've been flying aerial drones for a while, and we kind of know roughly what we are going to expect to see in the air. But underwater, it's become apparent to me there is no way of knowing what we're going to explore. So we're going to have fun exploring underwater. Everyone with one of these submarines will have the same kind of experience. We know roughly that we might be diving on a wreck, but we don't know what we're going to see there. So have fun, enjoy, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.